Hey everyone, welcome. It's Naomi, and today I want to do something a little bit different with you today. So I want to show you how you can incorporate a little bit of movement, a little bit of yoga into your work space. So if you're like me and you like to work at a standing desk, which I do a lot of the time, although not all of the time, but a lot of the time, if you like to work at a standing desk, it's really great to be up and standing. The problem is that even standing and typing can be pretty static, and sometimes your body might just crave movement. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can do when you're working at a standing desk to create just a little bit more mobility in your otherwise maybe less movement-oriented work. And yes, you can do all of this while you're working on a computer. I have my computer here. While I'm not really going to be doing actual work while I while I show you this stuff, I do want to show you what's possible. So mostly I'm just going to walk you through things so that you can see some of the things you can do and then incorporate them into your own work life. So let's say your standing desk, and mine definitely is a little bit more supported. This is on my breakfast bar. So it's pretty sturdy, and I have chairs and another ledge next to it, but you can modify with all kinds of things depending on what your setup is. So there's also a wall here, and you could use something like a wall as well. So first thing I'm going to do is put my right leg up on the chair and just bend and straighten, and I'm holding on to give myself a little more stability. You certainly don't have to. You could do this without holding on. And yeah, my email is open, so if I was just scanning through my email right now, I can go through and delete things. Like this is especially great for, oh yeah, I'm still doing this bending and straightening. This is especially great when you are, going through things that might not be like the most important. So we'll do the other side. Left leg is up, and this is on the counter in my kitchen, and just bending and straightening. So your leg might not go all the way straight, which is okay. I might even look at an email and read it while I'm doing this. So like I said, this is actually really great for when you're doing things that don't require quite as much thought or attention because you're just moving, right? And scrolling through. And so if I see something that I don't need, I can just, delete it, and it's really great. And I can go into something else. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the first side. So my right leg is up, knee is bent and straight. And this time I'm just going to take my knee in and out. Got to work around my right arm just a little bit. Go through, see what's in the inbox. Like I said, I'm not really doing actual work right now, but I am actually deleting emails because, I'm right here. And it doesn't take a lot to do this. I'll switch sides. So I'm going to go out and in. And depending on the height, it might be a little easier. I can show you too, if you were doing this at the wall, you might need to back up a little. So this might be if you were reading something, turning in and out if your foot was at the wall. If your foot's on the counter, you could be a little bit closer. But just creating a little bit of movement in your hips, because for the most part, even if you're standing all day, while it's great to be standing, it doesn't always give you some good movement. So now I'm on my left leg again, and I'm creating some circles with my right leg. Going through and deleting emails. It's very exciting stuff, but I'm pretty sure that you do some of this stuff too. And then I'm just going to take right ankle, cross it over my left knee, and bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, while I'm just, deleting things. Then second side, so I'm standing on my right leg, creating some leg circles, both directions. Whee! And then left ankle over right knee. So you have like a figure 4 happening with your legs. And then I can bend and straighten. Because this doesn't really require a lot of work on my part. It's just asking me to move a little bit. All right, and then back to center, and then I might just do a little tree pose. Now, You might notice that in tree, my foot is on the floor here and I'm turning out. You could bring your foot up to your shin, your foot all the way up to your thigh. And I like to lean here to get a little side body stretch. So I have my right forearm on my right thigh in tree pose, leaning over, which, by the way, you could do if your foot is on the floor or on your shin also, right? And again, this would be really good if you're reading something or maybe even scrolling through Facebook. Not that you'd be doing that like if you were at work, but just in case. And then you'd go to the other side, just doing what feels good. And leaning. And then you can give yourself a little roll of your neck because you've done mostly upper body stuff. And if you are still reading something and you have a little bit more desk space, you can walk your feet back with your forearms on the desk and just stretch out. And just give yourself a little bit of length. And then back up. And there you have it, right? You just now have some new ideas for things that you can do when you are working at your standing desk, or even like when you're in the kitchen maybe, or when you are helping your kids with homework, or any time where you might be in an otherwise kind of static or borderline stagnant position in your body. There's nothing wrong with sitting and just chilling for a little while, but if you find yourself in the same position for a really long period of time, your body is going to start to crave movement. So hopefully this just gives you a few ideas for ways that you can incorporate movement into your long day of not moving maybe quite as much as you would like. And if you have other ideas that you would like to show me in doing this, please show me some ideas. You can send me a photo of it, or post it on Instagram and tag me at Conscious Healthy Mama. You can do all kinds of things. You could even just put some comments in the comments below and say like, hey, I tried this and I did this too. Because I would love to hear how you are incorporating more movement into your busy day. So thanks for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that it gave you some really great ideas. And I can't wait to see you on the mat again, or in the kitchen, or at work, or anywhere else that you happen to be moving your body really soon. All right, until then, bye.